Hey guys, Rob Fulmer here again at Dave Sinclair Buick GMC. Today we're going to talk about the all-new 2021 Buick Envision. Last week we talked about the 2020 Buick Envision, and today we're going to talk about some of the differences and some of the things that I really like on the brand new model. And today in 2021, Buick has actually gone to an all SUV lineup. They took what they do really well, which is SUVs, and now they have a different SUV for every need or purpose that you might want. So that's what we got. So today I actually have an Avenir 2021 Buick Envision picked out. We have it in satin steel, which I think looks great on the new body style. One thing that they give you now is on all levels of the trim level, the Preferred, the Essence, and the Avenir, you get LED headlights. You also have the 3D grille here. And one thing that's really cool to me is this, you have these three different lines on the hood, which the middle one kind of points down and highlights this Buick logo. Now over here, so for the first time ever on the Buick Envision, they're now offering a 20-inch wheel, which is wrapped in the pearl nickel finish, similar to the 2020. So Buick actually gives us, on the 2021 Envision, LED brake lights. They also give us a cool wake-up animation when we start the car. And just as a refresher, just like on the 2020, this does come with the LED Buick symbol that comes down. If you just kick your foot right here, it will raise up. And then if you just walk up, it takes about 4 seconds so you can back up, and it'll lower down on its own. All right, now we're inside the vehicle, and just like on the 2020, this has the cool rimless rear view mirror. But what's different is this is actually the rear view camera. So you got an HD picture here. You've also got a nice button where you can adjust the brightness. You can also adjust if you want to zoom in, or if you want to raise the plane in which your line of sight is. And you're probably asking, okay, that's really neat, but how could that help you? Well, a couple different things. First, it gives you a wider view of what's behind you. Another thing is if you have some people in the back seat or boxes to where it impedes your vision, it just gives you a larger, more visible line of sight behind you. So the interior is completely redesigned. You have an 8-inch information screen right here in the center. I also have a humongous 10.2-inch touchscreen, which is the same screen that we're putting in the 2021 Yukon. And if you notice, it's actually rotated 18 degrees towards the driver. And I feel like everything is very driver-centric. I can touch different buttons here. I've got everything to where I don't need to stretch or strain to hit buttons while I'm driving to make it a little bit safer. So the new Envision also comes with one of my favorite features, Apple CarPlay. So one of the big differences though is that now it's actually wireless. So you don't need a cord for it to project on your phone. So all you do is go in the main screen here, touch the phone application and hit connect phone, hit add phone. Then I just go into my phone here and I go to my settings, into my Bluetooth. I'm looking for other devices. So I touch my Buick. So I'm going to hit pair on the phone, pair on the screen, and hit allow for it to sync my contacts. Wonderful. It says use CarPlay with Buick. I'm going to hit use CarPlay. So that's connecting there. Wonderful. So once that's connected, I just lay it down on the wireless charging, which it also has. And then it just goes straight into the Apple CarPlay, which, like I talked about in the last video, has great, map applications, podcasts, music, third-party apps, and all those are just at a touch of a finger. So we have an all-new electronic precision shifter here, to where if I have my foot on the brake, I just lift up, it puts it into drive. Same thing with the reverse. Now when we put it in reverse,
we've got a couple different camera angle views here. So we have the front camera. We also have kind of a rear shot there. Then we have our sides to kind of see where we are in relation to the parking spaces. So with that front camera, it also allows to give like an overhead view here. Basically, it provides a digital image to show where the vehicle is in relation to other cars, parking spaces, things like that, just to make parking a lot more easy. So one thing Buick completely re-engineered is its circulation system within the car. So if you notice up here on the dash, we have these ambient air circulation vents. And what that does is when I turn the AC or the heat on, it actually pushes air up and over my head into the vehicle, into the cabin. So if I have some passengers back there in the back seat, it'll actually be able to cool or heat them down as well. Another cool thing they added here is when you have the AC or the heat on, it's gonna turn the air ionizer on. So what that's gonna do is it's gonna take away any bad particles, air particles, or bad smells out of the vehicle and cycle them out. We also have an all new interior air quality indicator, which if you see it's green. Now if the air were to get more hazardous, it would go to a red or a yellow level, just to let you know you need to turn the AC or the heat on so the ionizer can start doing its job. All right, why don't we take it for a spin? Oh, it's not letting me. There's actually a feature on this car that's called buckle seatbelt to shift. So it's great for parents that's gonna be having teenagers or young people driving their vehicle. So I actually have to put my seatbelt on before the vehicle will allow me to put it in drive. Also, you are able to go into your settings and just toggle that off if that's something that you don't want. You know what I hate? Parking. Good thing this vehicle has a self-parking mode. So I put the indicator on left and perpendicular, and it's gonna scan the left side for an open spot. Once it finds one, I just stop, put the vehicle in reverse, and then it gives me an indicator of how far along it is in the progression. My foot is literally on the floor of the car here. So it brakes the car by itself. It's turning the wheel. The entire animation here. Let's go straighten it up. Even with the snow and the salt on the ground, it's still put me right in the center of the spot here. There we go. So once we're there, we're in the final position. We're going to press the brake and parking's complete. Thank you for watching my part 2 of the Buick Envision series. To test drive a car like this or for more information, give me a call at 314-729-2353 or send me an email at rfulmer@davesincarauto.com.